Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Took a little time off from the fishing since our last tournament. We've got our next tournament coming up. Will be event number 8 out at Santee Cooper, South Carolina. Be on Lake Marion. Going out there to try to wrestle the alligators, keep away from the snakes, and keep away from the wasps. But today we're going to talk about a common problem probably for all anglers is tackle organization and how to keep tackle organized on your kayak. Being a kayak angler, unlike bass boat anglers, we are limited in our space. So we have to strategically place items in areas that kind of keep the gear organized and keep it out of our way in order for us to stand up, in order for us to be able to get our lures and baits quickly, just able to store our products in an orderly fashion, just so that our kayaks look professional and we're out there on the water and we're still having a good time. There are plenty of products out there on the market that companies have come about. We have products made by Burley Pro, which makes great products for the kayakers. They make great products for your electronics, as far as covers for your electronics. They make products for your kayak and able to hold tackle storage containers. Kayak companies have come a long way as far as the way that they mold their kayaks in order to also supply the anglers with areas to store tackle. Myself, I paddle a Hobie PA14, which comes with a large compartment in the front of the kayak. It also comes with 6 rod holders that you can lay horizontally beside your seat into 6 rod holding tubes that are positioned towards the front hatch of the kayak. Hobie has also placed a compartment right there at your feet. It's a square rectangle compartment. You open up, you got room to sit in stuff in there. You have a tackle bin. They also have a 3500 Plano box holder. And then you have companies like Yak Attack who produce the Yak Attack Black Pack, which is what I have on my Hobie. On that I have enough rod storage to house 8 fishing rods. They store vertically right behind my seat, where I'm able to reach behind my seat, pull out which rod I need, and go to fishing. That black pack also holds, I think it holds about 7 3700 boxes, which we'll show you in a moment what a 3700 box looks like, what a 3500 box looks like, all the way down to the small boxes which fit into the Burley Pro side pockets. You have tackle webs. These are products that are little web attachments that fit to your seats, fit on the back of your seats. And then there's so much out there that guys are always looking to get things on budgets. You can go from the boxes that you can buy at Walmart, the little Stereolite boxes. I've had 2 of those, painted them up, put my biz baits and my Z-Man lures in them. That was what would go underneath my seat, and then I went back to my satchel bags that go into the back, which actually fit back in right beside of my black pack. To me, it's a little cleaner, and I like them stored in those bags. So let's get to some of the products. Like I said, there are companies out there. Plano makes a ton of boxes for the angler. There are 3700s, there are 3500s, there are the small boxes, there's tackle for your string, for your line management. When you're out there on the water, line management is another thing. Some of us use leader line to our braid for our finesse fishing. And I'll show you that, and I'll show you also how I also manage one of my items from Hobie to manage my tackle for my line also. So let's get to our products. All right, for our first one, this is a small Plano box, and the reason I like these Plano boxes is that they have small gaskets around the edge inside that when you put your products in, you can put your phone in here, you can put anything, your wallet, anything small. What I used to do with them is I would take my hooks that I was always using, my worm hooks, my wide gap hooks that I get from Academy Sports, and I would put them in packs and place them in there, and then I would close the box up. Once you close that box up, it seals out the water. You don't have to worry about water getting inside of it, but it also seals in a little bit of air. Once you seal in that little bit of air, that box is going to float if you're capsized and your gear falls into the water. So you'll have that extra in your I reckon security that you're not going to lose your gear if your boat does fall, turn over and you fall out of your boat. All right. Secondly, we have the Plano 3500 box. This is good for if you want to like put chatterbaits in it, if you want to put your jigs, if you have some specific jigs that you like to use, your small crankbaits. Say if you wanted to organize for just a day trip, these boxes here would probably be something that you would use. You use them for terminal tackle, for your hooks. Like I said, it keeps the water out, and they do float. All right, moving up to the larger Plano boxes, we have the Plano Guide box. This is a 3700 box, but it's a little different. It actually has two compartments. You have a top compartment, which what I do with this one is I put the lures that I'm going to fish with pretty much that day. After you've got out there on the water and you have prepared for your tournaments, you're constantly thinking about the baits that you're going to use for that day. So what I do is I place those baits in this box. It goes behind my seat. I'm able to pull this out. I'm able to pull out the lures that I'm going to use for that day. Matter of fact, this lure right here, this was custom painted by Risen Sun Custom Lures. Check them out. They do pretty good work. And in fact, I'm the one that does the work. So check me out on the web, YouTube channel. If you need something done, hit me up. Here's another one that was done by Risen Sun Custom Lures. So you got that side of the box with the lures in it, and then you come back and you clip the other side, and you've got more lures. I carry a lot of my finesse shrooms. I also make my own mushroom heads for my finesse fishing. But a lot of lures, a lot of stuff that Risen Sun Custom Lures is painted. Like I said, if you like some of their products, like some of their ideas, give them a shout out. I'm sure I'll be able to help you out. I do it for a semi-hobby. It's not like a career or a job. I just enjoy doing it. So the next box takes me to my terminal tackle. And this is another product that I purchased from Academy Sports. It's an H2O Express box. It's on the same idea as the Bass Mafia boxes, the Guggen boxes. The only difference is the price. Pretty much it stores all of my terminal tackle, and I have my hooks, I have some tungsten in here, and then I have my shaky heads, a lot of stuff that I use for my finesse. This right here this was given to me by Fluke Master. If you check out his channel, what he does, he took some lining, I placed that into the top of the box. When I close it down, I don't have to worry about any of these hooks moving around on me throughout the day. And what you're looking for when you close these things is you're looking for that little snap. And once again, we have the Plano. This here holds 6 spools of fishing line. Usually what I do is I have 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever I have on my spinning rods. This is what I pull out if I need a leader. So it's another good thing to have. You don't want line all over your boat. This box here, this is an outdoor product. Purchased it from Walmart. Like I said, it keeps everything sealed up. It's got the same thing as your Plano boxes. What I do with this one holds all of my cords, some extra battery packs, my charging cords for my GoPro setups. When I'm out there, if I need to charge up my remote control for my GoPros, I've got access to charge those and keep them running when I'm out there on the water. Got a little clip on it that you can actually clip to areas in your kayak to keep it secure. That usually stays close to my seat. And then we have the products that are manufactured for your 8-trail. Hobie, exceptional job on this right here. This has done me pretty good throughout the years until I started wanting to stand up in my kayak. Me being a big fella, I often kind of felt a little uncomfortable. I know the kayak is stable, but I'm just not stable. Getting older with my knees and the ailments that I've had, it's hard for me to have my balance. I reckon when you get older, you start losing those things, and I have lost the ability to balance kind of when I'm out there on the water. Kind of get shaky, my knees get tight. So I've kind of eliminated what I have on the side of my kayak. A lot of people take this and they will put it on the 8-trail and they'll have it on the outside, facing outward. And I thought about doing that, but then I got to figure out a way to maneuver it back onto my trailer when I'm coming back in to dock. But what I've done on this, as far as line management, as you can see, I came in and drilled 3 holes. I took a rivet, popped out the little head of the rivet, sanded it down real good, and I pushed that through and made little areas so that my line wouldn't get torn up, and smoothed it all down. And then I put my line inside of it, and then I just pull out here, and I actually have 10, 8, and 12. So I know what size line I need. Great box. They actually have these in this size, and they actually have it in a smaller size to fit on your 8-trail. Always looking for ideas on the web. Always looking for different ideas in order to make things more functional. The Hobie kayaks, they have a large capability of right up underneath the seat of storing a lot of gear. I mean, you can put probably 4 or 5 3,700 boxes underneath there if you wanted to, strap them down, and then if you wanted them, you pull them out as you go along the day. But I wanted something, Native has come up with ideas as far as tackle trays up underneath their seats that slide out, and everyone's looking for that easy access advantage in kayak storage. So I was looking on the internet. A lot of people had a DeWalt product out there. It was a VersaStack, and you can buy those out at Home Depot. And then Lowe's has the same product. It's a Craftsman product, and they call theirs I think it's like a Vital Stack or something like that. And I purchased this one. As you can see, I have modified it a little bit, painted it gray so it matches my kayak. But you can see what you do is you can reach under, you can pull out the drawer, you can store Cincos, store extra batteries for your GoPros, just whatever you would like to store in there. You can take out all of the trays if you'd like and store your soft plastics. It's mainly a catch-all for all the crap that you have gone through the day, and you're just shoving it back into your kayak, and you're just kind of storing it until you get back home and clean it back out. I keep my JJ's Magic, great product here. This stuff right here is, just as a clear, I've also have the chartreuse. It gives that bait that garlicky smell, and it'll also give you that garlicky smell if you get it on your clothes. It's very volatile. It has a warning on it, caution under pressure, open slowly. And you best heed those warnings in those hot days of summer, because if you don't, you're going to have a mess. But try them out, JJ's Magic. Great product. As you can see, this thing stores a lot of stuff. I mean, we've got all kinds of, you got your super glue for your jigs, more hooks, just stuff that you might need when you're out there, or stuff that you've taken off, and just chuck it in the box. You're able to close it back up, snap it in there, and you're secure. Well, guys, that's about it on tackle storage. Thanks for stopping by today. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you look up Hook Sets with Ryan, Ham-Bone Fishing, and Latino Bassin. All these guys have great ideas. Also, remember Hands-On Adventures. Great guys. They all fish with me with Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing. We share ideas. We're always out there trying to make the anglers better, trying to help everyone out as far as how to get organized on your boat, how you pre-fish, just all kinds of tips. We're not about sitting back and going, being secretive. We want everybody to be out there on the water and have a good time. We are tournament anglers. We're serious about what we do, but we also want to have a good time and have fun. So, like I said, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you. And remember, the sun is always shining, even in the rain. Peace out.